Welcome to another episode of Country Fixin', and today we're fixing to change the gas block on my AR. Get the camera focused in a little bit. On a later video, I'll let y'all see how to do the paint scheme that I have on here. Alright, to begin with, you gotta always make sure your weapon's clear. Of course, I already got mine already taken apart so that y'all wouldn't have to suffer through that. All my furniture and all have laying to the side and everything so that it's not in the way. Never have ammunition where you're trying to work on a weapon at. And let's get started. To begin with, you'll have 4 screws on mine. Since it's an aftermarket part or foregrip, I have 4 screws that normally are in there. I've already taken those out so that we ain't got to worry about that. But you'll pull the D-ring, the delta ring back. Take that off. Same here. Take that off. Special tools y'all need. You'll need an Allen set to take them screws out. Then I use the Allen key to push out the pin here. You'll see in a minute. You'll need. I used an adjustable wrench to take this off, the flash suppressor, and then you got a crush ring that goes with that. That goes right there. Then you take these 2 screws loose, the Allen screws loose with the Allen wrench or Allen key, whatever you want to call it. My weapon is dirty because I knew I was going to clean, or I knew I was going to take it apart, so I figured I'd detail clean it as I go. And then you pull this out. Then I already pushed this out. It was a little bit of a headache. I used the Allen key to push it out. It's never been changed, so I don't have any special tools for it or anything. So I don't plan on changing it again. So, and then when you put it back together, there's a little bitty hole in the tip right here. And that's where the Allen or the roll pin is going to slide through there. But it's also going to be inside that hole there. So, set that to the side. That to the side. And get the new one out. And this came with a Allen key to put these back on. But I have an Allen key set, so I don't really need it. These here are going to go toward the bottom. Your gas tube is ultimately going to slide in here. And you want to make sure that this hole is facing down coming out of that. You're going to face that down and push that in until you see the little hole. You need to put your new roll pin in there. You got this light back on. Probably wasn't smart to walk around toting this because there's a good chance in dropping it, and as small as this thing is, probably never find it. Just like it's hard to hold on to a little bitty joker. You can use your old one. I guess I could try to use that. Maybe a little easier. I don't know if it's the same size. It looks like the same size. Seems like it'd go in a little better. Okay, got it started a little bit there. Make some final adjustments, make sure that's lined up in there. I think this other one may be shorter. That may be the difference. Let me check that before I make a mistake. And you probably ain't supposed to use pliers on this, but sometimes you gotta improvise. Okay, there's no difference in length, so I am gonna use my old one. It goes in a little bit easier. And this part is never gonna be taken out, so. The reason I'm doing this is so I can put a different foregrip on my rifle. I don't know if I think I did mention it already. There, and that lines up there. Try to hold it still. If you tap on it with anything, you probably don't need to tap on it with anything metal because it can mess it up. That's not quite working as easy as I want it to. Let me get a different set of pliers. Trying to keep my head out of y'all's way so my hat ain't creating a shadow on it. There we go. She going in now. Just had to encourage her a little bit. You gotta get it where it's flush on both sides. I'm fixing to be done, babe. There is gun vices to do this with. I just don't have one. I wish I did, but I don't. So I can't really deal with that. But I don't change my stuff out a lot. So. Being a little stubborn. Put it on the middle part of the table. And being even more stubborn. This part here has a lot of pressure on it, so you want to make sure you get it in right. Because if you don't get it in right, there's a chance in your weapon not firing right. There we go. Smooth on that side. Smooth on that side. Sorry about that vibrating noise, y'all. My phone notified me that I walked outside the garage. Slide that on. And we'll make sure that it's straight up and down. And you can do that by looking at these holes here. That's already preset into the weapon. They're not really holes, they're just indents. And make sure it's straight up and down. Slide it all the way up there. And it came with a different size Allen key. Look at it several different ways, make sure it is there, and tighten it down. I don't think this is the best quality Allen key. It seems like it's a little weak and slippy, so we're going to use one of our own. This is the right size. Wrong side. That's the wrong side. So we're going to use theirs anyway. tight. Not that tight. And that's how you change your gas block. I'm going to be changing the barrel nut to put this on, but I got to get the tool for that. But right now, I've got the gas block changed. You'll put it, or I'll put the crush ring back on. Then screw this back on, your flash suppressor. And this has a certain way it goes to be tight. Ultimately, this here is going to be straight up. And like I say, there is a vise to do this with. I just don't have it. Make sure that the center one here lines up with this one. Now a little bit more on the turn. Try not to get me all the way. There we go. I think that's got her. Look down it, make sure. Looks straight to me. And then you'll put the rest of your hardware on. However you want your foregrip. This here won't fit on because of the gas block isn't holding it up anymore. But the new one I'm going to put on once I change the barrel nut. I'll take all this back loose, change the barrel nut, but that's another video. Alright. Thank y'all for tuning in to Country Fixin'. I hope y'all have a great day and a great night and a great New Year's.